one of them. This second, there's another one that is called.
Huh?
There are 4 children.
Yes.
He has 4 kids.
You just named one. Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King Jr. stuff. And
the children.
Ronaldo, Tennessee, and Texas Horse. Martin Luther King for.
Time don't pass. I'm 15 seconds. Don't pass.
And so we are
ahead. Yes.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen,
The answer.
the correct answer. Coretta Scott King is the name of the wife. Yolanda King. Martin Luther King III. Dexter Scott and Dennis King. These are the names of the children. Please clap for us. You know it's some name people.
What was the last major speech Dr. Martin Luther King delivered before his assassination?
Last major
speech before they kill him.
I have a dream.
Okay.
My name is Kenneth.
Someone else? I have a dream that one day the blacks and the whites will come together. There's no place you. A wonderful prophet that want to collect enough orientation from God. Now where did they go? Mountain. The 10 commandments, now where they go? Mountain. I'm telling you.
Come and receive your gifts or reward.
Please round of applause. Okay. They want to have a child. Show the card.
Thanks, Frank. Sorry, I forgot the other name. You are welcome, sir. Please stand up.
They had it by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. 2 organizations only. Just name 2.
And that is going for 1,000 naira recharge card.
Yes, sharp.
No.
One time for that.
Any internet propelled aided answer.
We have
my Southern Christian leadership.
Wow. You get that?
Confirm. Okay, that's not going to the card. Direct. No need to talk plenty. Like it.
This also is going for 1,000 naira recharge. Very cheap.
Very cheap. The first church, Tamara Karawana, the house of God in your poor.
And plus, share the bottom of that food.
We make mistake. We forget all the food for your first. Call out your name again. Tell us your name and
my name is Elena Beki. The believer of this church.
No.
Signify by raising up your hand. Just tell them. 7, 8, 9, and 10. We don't win. Congratulations to us.
Baptist Church in Montgomery. Alhaji Mukhtar Usman, essay to the executive governor, non-indigenous Hausa. You're welcome, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
So, Martin Luther King Jr. arrested.
How many times? 30 times.
Honorable Jesus Ponding is right.
Please, a round of applause for Honorable.
Honorable Shepherd, now your first students when they answer.
I beg snap us. Go there together. Fire of the Holy Ghost. Quickly, ladies and gentlemen, question number 8.
This one hard.
Take a is that though?
Talk as small.
recite the 6 principles and 6 steps of Kingian non-violence.
And this one, if you know the non-violent student and you answer and we know that phone.
Now, 2K church card confirm. Recite the 6 principles and 6 steps of Kingian non-violence. Okay, you want to try it? Okay, no, no.
We get slow.
The principle. Number one is a non-violence is a way of life for courageous people. Then 2, the beloved community is a framework for the future. Number 3, accept. Number 3. Accept suffering without retaliation.
Let us see you.
Accept suffering without retaliation for the sake of the cause to achieve the goal. Then avoid internal violence of the spirit and accept external violence.
Thank you very much.
Life for the courageous people. Number 2, beloved community is the framework of the future. Number 3, attack the causes of evil and not the person doing evil. Number 4, accept suffering without retaliation for the sake of the cause to achieve your goal. Number 5, avoid internal violence of the spirit as well as external physical violence. Then number 6, the universe will be on the side of justice. Then for the steps, information gathering, teach the people. While you carry out your education in number 3 step, you said physical commitment, or you can say personal commitment. Then you go to number 4, negotiation. Where negotiation fails, you go to what is called direct action. After direct action, you go to reconciliation.
So as the guy asked the question, I go look honorable speech. He did yes. I don't have problem. Quickly, while we do this, we expect that the guest lecturer will be ready with his paper presentation. MC Black, take the 9th question.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the question is, why are non-violent solutions more permanent than violent solutions?
Before we take the answer to that, may I recognize the presence of Chief William Ikere here with us.
Violent solutions. That's the question. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
To speak English very easy. Okay.
Non-violent solutions are more permanent, majorly because they are more like violent solutions are temporary, because violence begets violence. Anything that any problem that is solved violently could be retaliated later with violence. But if it is resolved non-violently, it tends to solve the problem permanently.
Half of the
solutions are more or less negative based. They are negative based. Because whenever you get through violence, at the end of the day, it won't stay longer. It won't last. But when solutions are gotten through non-violence, like what my brother said, those process of getting that peace, like negotiation, information gathering, negotiation, and every other thing, it is more or less a roundtable discussion that arrive at permanent peace. So therefore it will endure. That is
5 seconds.
Chief, you were correct, sir. Very correct, sir. Thank you very much.
4.
Okay.
Violent approach is all about bronze, while the non-violent approach is about praying, and praying to endure forever.
Negative peace has to do with violence. And whatever you get through violence is negative peace. It's negative peace because it's like somebody who goes to a battlefield, you win the battle, and you've lost the friendship. And once the friendship is lost, you've lost everything. But if you achieve something through peace, which means everybody is happy, and that is what some of us will always call win-win situation. You are happy, I'm happy. If I'm happy and you're happy, there is no need for us to go to war. So what we advocate and what Martin Luther King has been advocating is the essence of bringing about permanent peace. And permanent peace can only be brought about by dialogue, negotiation, and all of that, and not through violence. Because if you engage in violence, whatever peace you get will not be a permanent one.
And the violence taken by force. But you see, it doesn't last. Jesus came and he showed us the pathway to approach issues. He has all the power. He could have taken everything by force, but he approached the issues of change, through peace. And that is why he's called the Prince of Peace. So whatever we want to achieve in life, we must engage the process of dialogue through peaceful, non-violent approach. Thank you.
Non-violent approach to resolution of conflict tends to be more permanent because all the parties involved in achieving a conclusion, reaching a conclusion, may have contributed on or dialogue on the said issue before arriving at a particular compromise. In other words, whatever is the problem, all of them have talked about it before they arrive at the conclusion. So after that, once the resolution is reached, it remains. That's why it tends to last be more permanent than that of violence.
The answer is the process of achieving the solutions. The process of achieving the solution is consistent with the goals. The process of achieving the solution is consistent with the goals. That was the answer. Blast it, okay, one talk more for that answer.
On non-violence in 2006, something shocked me, and I need to share it with this house. I was expecting a situation where we were going to see studying the PowerPoints and all of that. What I saw was that as you come, you are taught, you take your notes, and then when it comes to exams, you are given the areas of concentration. Some of us will call AOC, which will be notes. And then, where I'm coming to now is this, that most of these things, they expect to invite them. So it's not straight jacket the way you are telling us now. It's not. Because we are practicing the process. And if you say it is consistent with the goals, you also see that in one of the principles, they said it is clearly stated there, and we have subjected these things to so many analyses. They stated there that there is what they call direct action. What is direct action? If negotiation doesn't work, if dialogue doesn't work, what do? You blow. That is it. So it is not all the time that the process you apply must be consistent with goals. You have some measure of force. It's also stated.
You own the last question, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the next segment of this wonderful hip-hop making event. Ladies and gentlemen,
mention 3 non-violent campaigns that Martin Luther King was involved in. A. What was the issue involved? B. Organizations that led the action. C. What was the method used? And D. Personalities involved. Bro, this one to add a bit. Okay.
You know how?
Okay.
A, B, C, and D.
The first child. What was the issue involved? Second became organizations that led the action. What was the method used and personalities involved?
The last became yes. right.
I'm the last born.
Call their names. The students, call their names.
You tell me your students.
Tom Willie.
Okay, Honorable Tom Willie. You have more students of non-violence in this program. And I think we'll increase the prices to probably 10,000 recharge card or
100,000 follow.
If possible, if you are a male, you answer correctly, we'll give you recharge card and one wife.
You go talk everything. The benefits, non-benefits, advantages, about everything. After you don't divide, you go talk and you want to. And two words there, problem there.
I remember, long now, it has been long, I went through that system. And I have actually come of age too. So I've forgotten so many things.
And how the ones that I see, just enough knowledge.
So one is the issue of forced segregation. The issue of forced segregation. In 1955, Rosa Parks was arrested on a bus because she refused to give up and sit in the bus. And what led to the solution of it? One is boycott. That Luther advised that they should boycott the buses. And at the end of the day, same that 1955, towards the end of the year, the Supreme Court ruled that bus segregation was unconstitutional. That is one. Then two.
Now the home advantage. And now when I did extra, I take home advantage.
What's the answer? I beg, the answer long.
Chairman, are you going to read this?
I beg.
Indeed. Alabama Pride Christian Movement, or SCLC, which is a Southern Christian Leadership Conference. And we also have demonstration and marching, which was achieved through boycotts and prayers. Then at Selma, right to vote. There was a march really from Selma to Montgomery. And I think Snake and Sleep, they were really involved in the process. Demonstration and marching was used in achieving it. Martin Luther King, Hosea Williams, Ralph Vanity, they were also involved. Then I think we have also mentioned the issue of Montgomery.
Gentlemen, the reason why we are all here is how we can approach conflicts with non-violent system. And of course, that will bring about development. While I was coming, the same issue we did here in I face for Road Junction. We men, not be joke, carry firewood, block all the road, inspect. Let's say, if Buhari don't come, no go agree. This Fulani that run the account, they chop all our farm produce. They rape our children, they kill our boys. Military men put here, they don't do anything. Okay, they come here now. I called my organ for Guyasta, Alpha. They said they don't need to. What I would drag from that side come. AIT, Sibabed, even my people said they didn't network. No radio Nigeria like network. You see it? Some of them were talking. They said, okay, the chiefs said, I said, land, they don't give chiefs money. Okay, we're gonna go crazy. The cow will go chop people farm produce. But you don't follow the negotiate, say they don't go touch farm. You don't understand how the thing they go. I know a paper presentation. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, is the head of department, the Department of Mass Communication, Delta State University, Abraka. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Emmanuel Piri.
Well done, sir. And our dear honorable member in National Assembly, welcome, sir. The chiefs, spiritual leaders, our bishop, and everyone here, thank you. Thank the organizer, Ageniga. Is he here? Ageniga? Yes. Chedras. The Bible says, blessed are the peacemakers. The money he used to organize this ceremony could be used for other things. I also want to thank all of you who are present here today. You could have gotten better places to go to, but you've chosen the path of peace to be here. The Holy Bible does not lie. And blessed are the peacemakers, right? So we are blessed. Before I enter my lecture properly, I want to thank Mullah the Senior. Is he here? Mullah the Senior is outside. He actually, when he was the Superdeck, he actually sponsored me through the Superdeck to Scotland 2008 to present the paper on the Niger Delta issue. Where a white man, white woman, and the lady from one of the sister regions in the country referred to me as a terrorist because of the truth on the Niger Delta. I guess 2011, there about 2011, I got introduced in one ceremony organized by the American Embassy in Lagos to Comrade Sheriff Mulade, who of course are fellows of the American International Visitor Leadership Program. So we're working together since then. I have taken my time over the years to fight for the cause of the Niger Delta, right from the 90s. I've seen violence, participated in violence, I've taken the part of it. Just briefly, from A to Z of the 1992, I was aware of it, partially involved in it. Prior, I witnessed from A to Z, escaped by the grace of God, and witnessed the execution of the coupists. The first time I'm saying it. That was when I started preaching Niger Delta emancipation during the time of Boko Babangida. I worked with him, Babangida, directly in the brigades of God. After the execution of the coupists, we were taken straight to Liberia, where I participated in ECOWAS in Sierra Leone. And I guess the president of Gambia today, till we were together. Think Doe was killed when he was guiding the gates. He was a youth man, I guess. After I returned from all those things, Sierra Leone, I said, it is time for peace. So, all of us here today are here for peace, and peace will follow us in Jesus' name. Now, background to this my lecture. It not just start there. It started as a result of inhuman treatment, ethnic discrimination against the minorities. And what happened? People start fighting for them to be free from inhuman treatment. Now, the case in point today is the one of America. The American situation has a history. In Europe, there were religious wars between the Catholics and the Protestants. And some people had to escape down to the US. Then it was inhabited mainly by the Red Indies, some people call them Aztecs. They left in the ship, written ship. On it was written, "In God we trust." When they got to that land, they inhabited the land. Later on, England and France found their way there, colonized them again. Somewhere along the line, they found their way back to Africa. There was slave trade. Our brothers and sisters were taken slaves. They worked the land in the US. We'll see some pictures of slaves later on. They suffered inhuman treatment as we can never expect it. Blacks, the slaves, were treated worse than the dogs of the white men. However, something happened later on. Much later on, independence was gained. When independence was gained, I think that inspires something. Transatlantic slave trade blows up, and many Africans were captured, sold, and taken in ships across the Atlantic Ocean of America. They worked as slaves in America, watched the film Route. Have you watched the film Route? Bonda Kente. You see, it was by Les Haley, who was taken from Gambia. Sorry, the son of a slave taken from Gambia. Then you also listen to the music by Bob Marley, Buffalo Soldier, to get an idea of how the African Americans who were slaves suffered. The slaves were treated as mere working tools with the highest degree of inhuman treatment. The horses and pets of the slave owners got far better treatment than the slaves. Slavery was abolished by Abraham Lincoln in 1863, but it took effect in 1865, and that engineered the American Civil War. The people in the South never wanted the slaves to go. They were agrarians, they were farmers, so they liked using the blacks to do all the works. The North was primarily industrial, more liberal, and more tolerant, while the South, as I said earlier, were anti-blacks. Let's see some pictures of slavery. And there. These are pictures of how our brothers and sisters who were relations of our forefathers suffered in the war. And in victory on the side of the Federation, slavery became totally abolished and the black people in America became free. 5 days after the surrender of Robert Lee, then a man called Lincoln, who engineered the freedom for the Africans, went to watch cinema. It was the cinema, Ford Cinema, watching when he was assassinated, as the President Lincoln was assassinated, for the reason that he wanted freedom for black Americans, wanted freedom for the slaves. This is the picture of the guy who assassinated him. The states in the South of the United States of America, despite the abolition of slavery, maintained laws that discriminated against black Americans, such as Jim Crow laws of Montgomery, Alabama, which segregated blacks from whites in virtually all areas of public life. Blacks and white Americans were not allowed to sit together like this. If they must be in the same church, which was hardly, whites would be one side, blacks would be one side. They were not allowed to board the same bus. If they must board the same bus, different seat rows. They were not allowed to marry each other. If you watch the film, Why the Fools Fall in Love, there's a place the young guy, the musician, was singing and dancing, and the white guy went and danced with someone said, "Is that the white guy? That's the white girl." It was as bad as that. They were the Osus of America. They were not allowed to vote. Neither could they be voted for. They were not given decent employment. They were treated as outcasts. The first role in public buses, as I said, were usually reserved for the whites. For instance, 1, 2, 3 seats for whites only. No black person should sit there. And if a black man is already seated in the 4th row meant for them, and the white man comes in, only one white man, the 4 black men will leave for the one white man. It was as bad as that. So for instance, now something happened in the case of Rosa Parks. In 1943, a rainy day, a young lady by the name of Rosa Parks, the grandfather was a Scottish, boarded a bus. She paid the given ticket. Then the front row, 1 to 3, were already occupied, were reserved for the whites, and some whites were already seated. She was not allowed to pass through. The bus driver, Blake, asked her to step down and enter both through the rear door. But you know what she did? She not just step down. She dropped her purse deliberately, sat down on the white man's seat, picked the bus after waiting a while, and stepped outside to board the bus. Blake was annoyed. He stood up and left her in the rain. On December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks again boarded a bus, sat on the seat reserved for the blacks. At the point, the white guys came in. another boxer. That should be Empire Boxer in Montgomery. The white guys came in. There was no seat reserved for the beginning. They asked the blacks, same test, same driver, Blake, asked the blacks to get up. What inhuman treatment for the whites? All the black men, black men who sat down with Rosa, men for that matter, got up. But Rosa, a woman, refused to get up. Put your hands together for the women, please. Rather, she shifted to the side, to the window side. The driver ordered her, she refused. They called the police. And the police came. They tried to pull her out. No way. Story has it that she was forced, she was to pull her with seat from that place. I visited the place 2010, November, in Memphis. It's now known. They moved the bus to where they assassinated Martin Luther, Laurie. I was there on the invitation of the University of Memphis. I saw the bus, I saw the seat, but somebody told her that was an invitation on the bus, which I don't know, and she resisted. She was tied to court. This happened as soon as the charge to court. What happened? The blacks gathered that evening and said, enough is enough. Enough is enough. So she was charged for disobeying the Jim Crow laws. But the blacks met one and the professor in Montgomery. That night, they drafted 5,000 copies of pamphlets. All the blacks, let us lay the white bosses for the white people. It was one day boycott. Nobody complied. That is necessary. All of them complied. They put a team of lawyers together to fight this case, which one of the speakers said they actually won later on the Supreme Court. Not directly, but they won it. They met together, the blacks met together, and they formed an association called Montgomery Improvement Association. And after Nick David was there, he nominated someone who was new to head, to introduce him. Later they did the election, he was elected, and that young man was Martin Luther King. So, what do we do? Let's face the fight this time head on. What they did was to organize first boycott, known as the Montgomery Bus Boycott. 381 days, no black man boarded the buses. And the population of the black men in that city was about 40,000. The buses lost. Rather, what they did was to use taxis driven by blacks. The fare was no difference. They tried, they suffered, and it's long fare to freedom. That's what many of us in Niger Delta have been suffering, have been trekking. We shall get there in Jesus' name. Amen. Now, Martin Luther King, with these guys, led a whole lot of. This is the woman. This is very pretty, beautiful. See how beautiful? This is Rosa Parks, together with Martin Luther. See how young he was. This is the bus that she rode in. The infamous bus. This is in prison. And they detain the innocent young woman. This is the lady later on with Bill Clinton, president, receiving an award at 19-something. She was already gone. Now, when the Rosa Parks, as one of our speakers has said, set the motion for the abolition of segregational laws in the whole of U.S. from the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C., not in the southern state of Alabama again. Now, I move on straight to Reverend King. After the election of Reverend Martin Luther King to head the MIA, he and others embarked on legal and civil action to end all forms of segregations. It happens to you and I worked for a long time in Lagos. I worked for some time in Kaduna. I did my PhD in UI. I schooled in NIJ in Lagos. It's like how that produces the milk, if it's hungry, you hardly get it to eat out of it. I'll give this to him. Our honorable member of our National Assembly who is here, there are the blacks suffered. Now, he subsequently led civil rights protests to stop inhuman treatment against, then this happened. He led some of these boys' riots in Georgia, organized by the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, the 1963 nonviolent protest in Birmingham, Alabama, the I Am a Man protest. The I Am a Man protest, and so they had to lead the protest. Then he led what you call the March on Washington, D.C. in 1963. It was during that march that he delivered the book. Then he was regarded as one of the greatest orators of all time in the USA. Other peaceful protests came in time one, the national occupation of Washington, D.C. That was what he planned to lead in 1968 against poor people. That is, in protest against the suffering of the poor. And he was assassinated before that. Martin Luther King led the freedom for African Americans as first right by passing the law in the USA, such as civil rights. After he led these things, the blacks were allowed to vote. He traveled to Memphis. He is talking about his death. He traveled to Memphis from Alabama, I guess. He was to deliver his speech, and lead the protest the following day. It has to do with I Am a Man too, about 70 workers. That evening, he was with his friend, Reverend Jesse Jackson, Abanite, and himself in the balcony of Lorry Hotel, relaxing. Suddenly, someone shot him. A white guy shot him at 6:01 p.m. Then he was taken to St. Joseph Hospital and died at 7:05 p.m. Same also, one of our brothers, Isaac Dakaboro, was shot and killed. Same also, one of our brothers, Ken Sarawiwa, was shot and killed. Same also, many of our brothers and sisters have been shot and killed simply because they want freedom for their people. They want right for their people. Please, in honor of all Niger Deltans who have been killed in this struggle of ours, of our own God-given gifts that we have been deprived of this moment, that you and I still live in this abject poverty. Please, let's rise up for them, please. Of all of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and all the Niger Deltans who have died in the struggle for the emancipation of Niger Delta. Rest in peace in Jesus' name. Amen. Please. Riots all over the USA, and laws were passed, and that ended segregation. And I can tell you, as you know, without Martin Luther King riots, protests, peaceful protests, Obama would have become the president. Reverend Jesse Jackson was so happy when Obama was elected president because he was with him when he was shot. This is Martin Luther King. This is Luther King addressing a protest. That's Lorry Hotel. They was shot. They rode with that car. The interior of those cars parked there right now. That's Luther King. This is Luther King with President Lyndon Johnson. And that is Luther King with Malcolm X. Look, like he said, an alternative when things failed. They do happen. Malcolm X of Nation of Muslim, Islam of Nations, Nation of Islam, something like that. Yes, he was more radical. So when people try to say, Tompolo, radical, Tokumbo, radical, no. My father used to say, there must be a tough man in the family. You are taking my step from me, and you're saying I'm radical? No, nah. Yes, he used different approach because the whites are using the Ku Klux Klan. Now, take. Someone has to fight somehow. It has been like that. For America to gain independence, we enjoy it. I tell you, when I go to the US, I feel free and I don't get Nigeria. George Washington fought for it. And when he